Hey everyone. All right, we had some technical issues and hoping that is all cleared up right now. Please let me know if you can see me and see everything and hear me okay. Just give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you're seeing me, hearing me. Want to make sure we are all clear and good to go. So, I'm Courtney Koenig, igniting your human design to become the powerful, profitable, purposeful boss of your business, of your career, and of your life. I'm so excited here today. I had just a great morning. Took my little dog Holland on a walk, and it was so fantastic. It's still, of course, like 80 degrees here in Texas. And so I was in shorts and flip flops, well, sandals, walking him around the neighborhood. It was so nice. And I love to do that each morning. It's so great. There is something that is just magical about having your own schedule, being your own boss. Do you guys agree? Isn't it the best thing ever? Feels so good because it's you can go where you want to go, who you want to go to, and you can do like magical mornings, like take your dog on a walk. And I take Holland on a walk every single morning, and it just sets up my day so nicely. Oh, I just love it. So my husband gets our son off to school and stuff like that, and so I can just sleep, which is so great for my health. So it's magical. So let me know how your morning was and how everything is going. We have a new podcast episode that's coming out. So make sure if you're not on that, you drop podcasts, and I'll get you that episode as well. So in November, we're doing a special series, Release, Redefine, and Rewire. We're making space for that global boss vibe. She is within you. And you know the person that you need to convince the most? It's not all those people out there in your audience. No, it's not. Who do you need to convince the most? It's you. You need to see yourself as this global boss vibe and convince yourself and your mind more than anyone else is convinced. You have to uncover and rediscover what is really there. And in doing that, you create and redefine all that you are because you're undoing all that is in the past, right? So, what feeling and what thing, what emotion do you need to shift? Okay, I want to see it in the comments. And remember, like, as we connect more and we talk more through this, it's a process. And the more that you share, the more people stand together with you in that process. And the more I'm here to stand together with you in that process, right? And it's unlocking and it's unleashing what's already existing from within you, but it's redefining that for yourself. It's reworking that for you. So, all right, I want you to think of that feeling and drop it in the comments. What's that feeling that you really want to shift? What's that feeling that you really, really want to shift? You're ready to shift out of it. Okay, think about that feeling. I want you to think about that feeling so much so that you kind of feel that feeling just for a second. What's that feeling that's like, oh, I just wish this could shift, and feel it for just a hot second. Okay. Now, we're going to use anchors. Anchors are stabilizing, they're grounding, they help shift out of things, and your human design is your anchor. It is your soul's message, your soul embodiment of who you truly are. And it knows who you're becoming all the time. And this redefine process is just your outside kind of catching up with your inside, right? Making this soul connection all together. So we're going to anchor in your human design. And remember, your human design is all about the gifts that you were born with. It's all right there, layered into the many beautiful facets of your chart. Now, each design type has a mantra that I'm going to say, and I want you to anchor in on this mantra as we do this next exercise. You guys know I love as we do things and as we jump in and we change processes. It's so beautiful. So, generators, this is your mantra. And if someone could write this in the chat, that'd be super helpful. My energy to achieve will create the success I want. Generators, this is your mantra I want you to lean into. My energy to achieve will create the success I want. MGs, manifesting generators, your mantra that we're going to tap you into is I allow all my ideas to have space to develop, and then I choose the direction I want to pursue. That's kind of a long one, but that's all right. Yay! Yes, the mantra is so cool. They're so powerful. They're so anchoring. MGs, yours is I allow all my ideas to have space to develop, and then I choose the direction I want to pursue. Manifestors, Manny's, yours is I create freely with power and purpose. I create freely with power and purpose. And if you are this design type, just write your mantra in the chat, in our comments and stuff like that, so people can have those as well. Projectors. Projectors, yours is people are listening to my wisdom and being powerfully impacted. People are listening to my wisdom and being powerfully impacted. All right, so now what I want you to do as we shift into this energy, right? Do you notice that shift from that feeling? And these are all mantras that I'm sending to the Become members. And they get a mantra tailored to them once a week. As you shift into that mantra, do you see what is that feeling, that limiting feeling doing right now? I want you to tell me how, what's its hold on you, like on a scale from 0 to 10 after you did that mantra and really felt into that mantra? It doesn't have that hold as much, right? Yes. It goes down, it decreases. It could maybe dissipate it, right? It could just go away all on its own. It could shift out of that energy. But whatever it is, right? It's becoming smaller. It's having less hold upon you. You are anchoring in who your soul, and your soul is going to take over. And that alignment is the beautiful thing about redefinition. So you guys know, like I am working with a personal trainer and a nutritionist, and she, has this workout routine, and it's a weight routine. So I go to the gym like 4 times a week and do this weight routine, and then I do some yoga too. And this has helped me to feel better about my body because I used to be really strong, but I can't do cardio like I used to. There's not a chance I can do cardio. I don't know if I'll ever do cardio again. I know it sounds crazy because I was a cardio junkie. I was like, I'm gonna do that cycle class, and if I don't come off the bike dying, I have not won. If I can barely walk down the stairs, I am, not doing things right. So, but now I do weights and I walk, and it's just so beautiful. Well, I do this weight routine, and each time I put it in the app, like the idea is to do a set and to increase that set because I'm getting stronger, right? So I increase my weights, and I can see that my arms and my legs are getting stronger because I look at, okay, last week I did this weight, but now I feel like I can do a little bit more. And then at the end, this is so satisfying. At the end of my workout, I push like how hard did I work, and was it tough or easy? And I was like, I worked hard, and then it tells me my personal best. It's like, hey, you went up in this category of, curls or whatever, squats, whatever she's having me do. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm getting stronger. That's what this tapping into your human design does for abundance. It does for pulling you towards the things that you really want. You don't have to it's a personal best because it's your personal best. We're not looking at what is your neighbor doing or the comparison of what everybody else is doing on social. We're looking at what is your personal best. And now that you're that strong, let's see if you can make the next personal best. All through being more aligned within your soul. Okay? So these are tools to combat those limiting feelings or those feelings that you want to shift. That feeling that you want to shift out with, you have to have a process or you have to do something to shift out of that, right? You can't just be like, well, could you just go away? I mean, wouldn't that be nice? It would be really cool. Then everybody, you all would be global boss vibing. But you're not, and there's a reason. Now, this feeling that you're having right now, we want to tap into that and we want to have a system of tapping into that even more. And your system to tapping into that even more, which is what I do daily. I daily tap into this global boss vibe through my human design, but I do it through this signature. Now, your signature is when you're aligned and when you're in flow. It's this feeling, it's a road marker that's like, hey, you're aligned, and progress happens even more. Abundance happens even more. Feeling just good about life in general happens even more. It's a beautiful thing. You guys, there's a reason why I can ask seven-figure bosses to come onto my podcast. And I don't feel any lack of confidence or I don't feel like I'm less than. There's a reason why I can have conversations directly with them and say, hey, come onto my podcast. I would love to have you as part of it, this experience. And then they come on and it's stunning. It's beautiful. So I just recorded an episode with Carrie Ford. She has over 50,000 subscribers on or followers on Instagram. She's a worldwide speaker. She has a seven-figure global coaching program. And we just chatted yesterday and had the most magical experience. And it was super touching. I can't wait for this episode to drop. She was like, oh my gosh, thank you for giving me this glimpse and this validation of who I am. And you see, at each level in our lives, we need a glimpse and a validation of who we are and who we're becoming and the great things that we're doing. It's such a special experience. Oh, okay. So shifting into this feeling is your goal for this next time, okay? And for MGs and Gens, it's being satisfied. That's your target feeling. You want to feel satisfied. For projectors, it's success. For manifestors, it's peace. For reflectors, it's surprise. And drop in the comments what your signature feeling is. You want to become so strong, just like when I'm going to the gym and doing my personal best, of pulling that feeling towards you and being the creator of that feeling. That's the power that you have. This is it feels so magical, but it's really real. It's within you, creating space and saying, I'm calling this in. Okay. So your satisfaction feeling, you need to have a couple words around that satisfaction feeling. Okay. So if it's or your signature feeling, that's what I meant. So you need to have, so your satisfaction, success, peace, and surprise for all those design types. What for an MG and a Gen, what does satisfaction feel like? Name a couple extra words that feels like, and I want to see it in the comments. All right, you guys are doing awesome. Keep this up. You're doing so good. Good work. For projectors, success is your signature feeling. What does success feel like? How is that manifested, I guess? How is that, what's surrounding that feeling of success? Give me some more road markers of that. Manifestors, yours is peace. What does peace feel like to you? I want like 3 additional words each, you guys. And reflectors is surprise. What does surprise feel like? Right? And none of these, and whatever words you come up with are not, there's no judgment and like, oh, well, what's the right answer? What am I looking for? You guys, that like all my life, I was like, I've always felt like, unless something is like, there's not a whole lot of black and white. That's what I'm trying to say. There's nuances to each thing. And I love nuances because it makes it personalized to you and your experience. So when you hit in this signature feeling, it dissipates that very feeling that you want to shift away. There's no room, there's no space for it. It's gone. You're expansive through this, and it's beautiful. Do you feel it? How do you feel now versus when you jumped on this? Like on a 1 to 10 scale. Give me what you feel now. 10 is amazing. 1 is not so good. All right. So tell me how you feel. All right, y'all. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for your answers. Thank you for doing the work, right? You are doing the work. I love that. Success feels like validation, peace, and pride. Oh my gosh. Now, wouldn't this be cool? I just had this thought. Wouldn't this be cool to have this on like your screen, your lock screen? Like those benchmarks and road markers. Wouldn't that be cool to have on your computer screen or on your mirror in your bathroom? Like, that's what I'm going for. And then sitting with those feelings for a few seconds, 30 seconds each day, recreating what's in here so it becomes out here. That's my challenge, you guys. Are you ready to take the challenge? All right, y'all are awesome, amazing. Love you so much. Let's rise to thrive.